Hello joyful tribe and welcome back. Trust everyone is doing well. So today I share another way to enjoy your okra and ogbono soup. Very easy and super delicious, so keep watching. First I'm going to cook my protein of choice. I'm using some goat meat, cow head and some dried panla fish. I also have some dried stockfish. I'm cooking all of these together because they have the same cooking time using my pressure pot. So go in with your seasoning. I'm waiting with some onion, pepper, uziza seed, seasoning. I'm going to cover and allow this to cook according to my pressure pot manual. I cook this for 25 minutes on high heat. So over here what I'm doing is roasting the dawa dawa. Dawa dawa is also called fermented locust beans. What this will do is release all those beautiful aroma and it will infuse into the soup better. Okay, so over here I have some homemade grilled mackerel fish. I'm going to debone it now and set it aside as well. You see this bone in the middle? Oh my god, sweetness. I love to eat it. So once this is done, you're going to set it aside. 25 minutes later, you want to release that pressure. Please always do that before you open it up. Then take the meat out of the stock and save the stock. We'll need it later. Today's hug is for Benedict Nwogu, watching from Nigeria. I'm glad you love the recipes. Please let me know where you're watching from. Alright, so at this point I'm going to add some palm oil into a pot. Once it heats up, you don't want to bleach this or anything, just let it heat up a bit. Then we go in with the ogbono. This is what ogbono looks like in its whole form, and this is it when blended. So add the blended ogbono to the hot palm oil and dissolve it. There are so many ways to cook ogbono soup. This method I'm sharing today is called the frying method. You want to keep stirring it until it dissolves and it starts to draw a bit. Then you go in with some of the meat stock. Stir that again. You want to do all of this on medium-low heat, okay? Then you add all of the meat stock. Add a bit more water if you have to. Of course, your stock may not be enough depending on the quantity of soup you are making. So you're going to stir again and then add your crayfish. I don't like to add a lot of crayfish in my ogbono. It can actually temper with the drawness, if that makes sense. So I also went in with some pepper, some dawa dawa, the one I roasted, some seasoning. You can blend the dawa dawa and pepper if you prefer, alright? So stir that really well to combine and then let it boil. Loosen it up with a bit more water if you have to, depending on the amount of soup you're making and the type of ogbono. If your ogbono is not going to be very dry, then be careful with the amount of water you add. Adjust with seasoning or pepper if necessary. Then go in with the cooked protein, the fish, add a bit of salt and stir. If you want your ogbono soup to be really tasty, the trick is to let it cook for at least 20 minutes after all the ingredients are in. That way it releases its natural taste. This was 20 minutes later. I'm going to stir on this real quick and the aroma here was nose blinding for real. So at this point, ogbono soup is ready. Take it off the heat or go ahead, add some okra, add some bitter leaf or any vegetable of your choice. Stir that in, let it simmer for about 2 minutes and take it off the heat. I served this over some fufu and it was delicious. I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.